What is good with the YouTube fight fans all over the world? It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, sir, I said it. Real talk boxing. It is a privilege, an honor, and a major blessing to be back with you beautiful people yet again. Old news, but I haven't given my opinion on it. We talking about Canelo Alvarez, Caleb Plant. I'm not going to get on here and fuss and display my disgust with professional boxing. You know, we love to hate the sport, but it's really not the sport that sucks. It's really not, because the sport's great. It's people not willing to fight each other. It's excuses. It's wanting to hold on to your O or to your belt. Now, I've seen a lot of different opinions on this, why the fight fell through, why the fight's not happening. Now, from my understanding and from what I gather, Caleb Plant had an opportunity to face Canelo last year, but it wasn't a significant enough time for him to train. He didn't want it earlier this year. And now the contracts are conflicting with each other and they can't come to an agreement. Well, what agreement is it there to come to? Is it Canelo the A side? Isn't Canelo the cash cow? Isn't it what Canelo is willing to give Caleb Plant? Here's the thing. Let's talk about Plant. He owes the IBF, right? Okay. To me, Plant is trying to negotiate like he's not the B side. He's trying to negotiate like he holds more accolades. He's not acting like a fighter who's fighting for legacy, who's fighting for an opportunity that many up-and-coming fighters would want, to become undisputed in one freaking fight. One fight. Get in there for one fight, 12 rounds, and you have an opportunity to become undisputed. Top dog. The man. In the 168-pound division. And you don't want to take it because you don't agree with certain things that are in the contract or not in the contract. It was reported that you was getting 10 mil. That's probably your biggest payday. Maybe that's not enough. Oh, I have something he wants. Here's what it sounds like to me. And this is just my opinion. Take it however you want it. But my opinion is Caleb Plant is afraid. He is scared. He doesn't want the smoke. But Canelo Alvarez, who's trying to obtain more greatness. Like Canelo or not, he's trying to achieve greatness. And to me, he wants the smoke. Yeah, I know a lot of y'all going to jump on and say, well, he ducked this fighter, he ducked that fighter. Okay. We can argue about that all day. But I'm talking about Caleb Plant right now. Caleb Plant, to my knowledge, has had 3 opportunities to face Canelo Alvarez. Now that he has all the belts, this should be the get up that you need to even want him that much more. Legacy. But it's not about legacy nowadays, right? It's not. It's not even about belts anymore. Not even about undisputed. Too many fighters are afraid to let their O go. Now, what? Canelo's fallback fight is this light heavyweight champ, Dimitri, whatever his last name is. I don't know him. But I hear that that's his backup fight, and I don't want to see that. And a lot of other people probably don't want to see it either. I don't. Well, everybody wants to see Canelo fight against, but to me, it's like against who? You know, I want to see him against certain fighters. I'll watch any Canelo fight just like everybody, but it's not going to be an there's no excitement in it for me, excuse me, fighting someone that I don't know. Now, it's my fault I don't know this guy. I mean, you know, it is boxing. I should know everything about boxing, right? Not really. But I would much rather see him fight someone like Caleb Plant, who has something that he needs to obtain more greatness. He's already accomplished enough in his career, in my opinion, to retire and get up out of here, meaning Canelo Alvarez. But it's kind of hard to do when fighters are afraid to fight him. I got to talk about another fighter, 168-pound fighter, who is not afraid, I believe wholeheartedly is not afraid to face Canelo Alvarez. He just so happens not to have a belt. And y'all all know who I'm talking about. David Benavidez. Did you see the interview with Mike Tyson? David Benavidez is a freaking monster. I don't care what nobody says. Yeah, he's green. Yeah, he lacks some things. Yeah, he's flat-footed. Yeah, he gets hit too much. But the dude has guts. And he means what he says. He's not afraid. He's not afraid to fight Canelo. Strip Plant. Strip him. Vacate the belt. Let Benavidez get in there and fight for it. Or let Benavidez and Canelo get in there and fight for it. For that matter, if that's even possible, I don't know how that organization works. Most of the organizations, I don't know, man. WBC organization, they suck. You know, I don't know about IBF, but for the most part, David Benavidez is not afraid to fight him. He needs a belt. Yeah, I get it. I understand. But why go up another weight class to fight this big dude when, Benavidez is right there fighting him? And IBF, strip Caleb. Strip him. Do they have grounds to? Not sure. But if I was running the IBF, strip, get out of here. Because you scared. In my opinion. In my humble opinion. Now, it's not Canelo Alvarez. Listen, he's the A-side. What he says goes. And if you're not willing to go with that, some people are going to side with Caleb. I don't really know what the issue is. Besides the fact that I believe that Caleb Plant is afraid, but they're going to push it on money. Guaranteed. But you're the B-side, bro. Matter of fact, you ain't even the B-side. You're the C-side to an A-side. In my opinion, yeah, you got a belt, but we talking Canelo. So what are you going to do? You going to fight somebody else? I guarantee you won't fight David Benavidez. I bet Caleb Plant won't fight Benavidez. Bet he won't. Some fighters are holding belts hostage, and they're holding their O hostage, and it's sickening to me. So I'm not going to say that boxing is a sport that I love to hate. I'm not going to say that anymore. Certain fighters make boxing hard for me to swallow. Why are you afraid? Legacy. Undisputed. Yeah, take the pay cut this time. Then come back and get even more. See, it's a big picture. It's a light at the end of the tunnel. You get what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather said it best, and I'm not a huge Floyd Mayweather fan. Floyd said there's always a rhyme and a reason. The money is there. Sometimes you just got to wait on it. And if you're as good as you say or think you are, then just keep winning. Just keep winning. But pretty soon, you keep letting that opportunity slip through your fingers, it's not going to be there no more. Somebody else going to be done took and ran with it. And then you're going to be back there crying, coulda, woulda, shoulda, but you didn't. Because in my opinion, Caleb Plant is afraid. You're not the A-side, Plant. You're not. I appreciate and respect what you do in the ring, but you are not the A-side. Especially when it comes to Canelo Alvarez, who's trying to obtain more greatness. In my humble opinion. What about yours? What do you think? Put it down below. Let your boy Real Talk know. As always, respect all, fear none. God bless. Till the next time. Real Talk Boxing, we up. We out of here.